Cho, it's your boy, Can of Wine over here. And I just finished up a nice little wine study session. And this video, it hit me. This video is going to just talk to you and demonstrate to you and give you steps by steps of the system that I'm using right now to actually to do my wine studies, to do my intro to sommelier exam that I placed for myself to do on an online version for March. So that's what I'm doing. As you can tell, this is my nice little first time video. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the details, how I set it up, how I put milestones, how I'm essentially breaking it down, and the experience that I come from, the experience that I've gathered is like, when I graduate, I'll give you a little story, a little background story about me. Born in New York, raised in Miami, lived in Boston, now I'm in California. I went back to, in high school, I was not really an academic guy. I was much more of a party type of guy, you feel me? I lived that party style, lifestyle, nightclubs straight out of high school, restaurants, you know, I did all that jazz. And I had fun, you know, I did some good celebrations, I partied with some good people, and I was going to college too, community college. And at that time, I was kind of like half-assing school and full-assing party, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, after a couple of years, I built a business and I stopped my nightclub days in Miami at my early 20s, like 23. So like 5 years in nightclub scene, and then I built the edible business. And then from that point, I got a little bit more serious in terms of like trying to create structures and systems to keep things flowing. So I got a taste of that, but my mind was just so fogged up with so much more partying and building my own business. It was my first time, and on top of that, business was at the time in the black market, you know, it was an edible business, you know, you feel me? So at the time, it was like you gotta be hush-hush about it, and edibles wasn't a big thing at that time. A lot of people did not know about that. They just knew about your like brownies from like your fucking regular kitchen. No, I did gourmet shit. You can check it out, Cookie Man 16. I built it. All right, so then flash forward, went to Boston, got burnt out from the business, flash forward to Boston, went to, signed up for University of Massachusetts, Boston, and then right then and there was like when I started doing my academic route. So, you know, kind of half-assing or like 3/4 half-assing that, because I actually had to learn how to support myself. It was my first time away from my nest, so I didn't have family members, so I had to, you know, learn how to live with roommates. And just that chapter of living in a communal space was very enlightening, but very pivoting. Learned a lot about myself. So at that time, I was working, going to school. Couple of the jobs that I had was administrative work, so I learned how to do a lot of administrative tasks. And on top of that, I was a chapter president of a nonprofit organization, international nonprofit organization, which was at that time making drug policies more sensible. At that time, Massachusetts was on the verge of legalizing recreational marijuana in 2015, 2016. So I hopped on board and started working on the political side. So I have a lot of my administrative experience comes from a lot of my college days and my extracurricular activities, which, you know, I got to the point of talking to not only city council members, but state council members, state members, representatives, House representatives, and to the federal level. I went to DC, I've spoken to a couple of members there. I've done a lot of public speaking, so I've had to create speeches and then a lot of administrative tasks. So, all that said, I learned it, and I rigidly learned it. It was uncomfortable, but I did it. Now I'm getting that now I'm getting that experience and formulating to what I love, wine, you know, because I've been working wine for about 4 years now, 5 years now. And I've been working a lot of production, you know, and I've been reading. I've never really sat down and told myself, I'm gonna study and get certified in this. I've read things here and there. I've read the Wine Spectator, but I've never really, you know, I felt that I should take wine as an academic approach. So throughout the years, I've been working wine, wine production. So I've worked in wineries. I've done 4 harvests, which means that I've worked 4 years in wineries making wine. And throughout that time, I've also balanced a second job, which was either working in a restaurant on the floor, selling wine, working on the retail store side, selling wine there, and or managing a wine shop too. I managed a small wine shop. It was nothing crazy. I you know, just leave it there. But I've always encompassed wine. Now I'm actually structuring myself with wine. So I want to show you guys the systems that I'm creating myself from the experience that I've gathered from multiple years of working in Boston, Massachusetts, which we all fucking know. It's the heart and very, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very intellectual place. Harvard's there, MIT's there. It's a fucking amazing hub for your education, and I gathered so much. It was so valuable for me to leave my nest, my party nest that I had to leave. I had to leave because something told me inside. I was like, yo, you gotta jump ship. You gotta roll out. And I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I did it because now it incorporated not only a fucking bachelor's, but it also incorporated life skills that I'm now practicing and utilizing on a daily basis. Administrative skills, and I'm not being forced to do it because of a job for a paycheck. I'm actually doing it because I fucking love it, and it's giving me passion and enjoyment in life, and I'm learning how to fucking make money from it. And on top of that, another issue that I see is no sommeliers. I don't see any. This is the issue that I see every time I talk about wine studies or things of that nature. It doesn't tell you how people are going about their journey in becoming a sommelier or making their wine. They show you the end product. They show you the fucking marketing side. They show you the fancy dancy side. They don't really show you the struggles. They don't show you the systems they've used. They don't show you behind the scenes. And this is what I want to share with you guys, because if I've searched it, I'm sure somebody else has searched it. So that being said, I want to show you guys this. Make it real quick. It's about like 10-15 minutes. I'm aiming for 10-15 minutes with this video. That's the context, and now we're gonna get into putting all these pieces together and showing you what I do. Okay, and hopefully this is relevant, and hopefully somebody finds this and it's enjoyable. And last thing, okay, last fucking thing. Sorry, I cursed. This is my first time making a video like this, very intentional, and I like the fact that I've set up this is my wine section. This is where I hold all my wines, my wine tools, certifications, and the back is like, you know, just in case we need to ship out wine. More wine scattered down here, but I feel like this is a nice little back set or backdrop or back scene for my videos that I'll be making. This over here is a map of Santa Barbara County wine AVA, and then I'll show you guys this. That baby right there is a motherfucking early 2000 portrait of Miami skyline, baby. Cause you know we stay 305, baby. We always gotta represent no matter where we go worldwide. So that being said, let's get in.
All right, so we're just gonna pop right into this real quick. So this is our wine booklet. As you can tell, it's a little fatty. It's over like 300 pages. So this is the main book that I gotta read. What I've done was divide it into a mobile folder that I could take anytime, anywhere. This is my weekly folder that I'll be doing throughout the week. the milestone that I want to complete. We'll get into how I set it up and things of that nature. But just to start off, this is the main booklet, and then this one right over here is my weekly booklet. This is the topics, the milestones, might be a number of pages or areas that I want to study. That'll be this weekly book. As you can tell, I'm starting to track like, oh, I completed this section on this day. I'm supposed to be here. I'm playing around with the system, but just focus on those two things. So let's get into how I started on this. So this right over here, I got this tool from Huberman Labs about setting goals. So essentially right over here, this is a main goal, right? I wanted to set a main goal for myself, and so I was like, okay, what are main goals? What are target things that I have to do to become a sommelier? So main things, super simple. Those are tangible things. For my position, I got to complete the intro, and then I got to sign up to be a certified. From that point on, I wanted to place a little personal goal for myself, which was create a study and accountability group. Another goal was getting my WSET level 3. That's a side note, don't worry about that. So I created this about a week when I got back from vacation. So I created this right over here. I put the data I created. So this is like your overview map. This is the bigger picture. What do you want to do? And then what stepping stones do you have to do? Okay, bet. So that's the main picture, right? You flick over here. So what's the first target that I got to do to get to the second target? I got to take the first target is complete the Intro to Sommelier's course. Bet. All right, go online, check it out, sign up. Boom, we already did that back in 2023, and we're signed up. Now we have the book, we have the materials. What's next? How do you break this goal down? So the book has 252 pages, right? I've set, now this you could tweak, right? So I've set a goal for myself. I want to complete this by March 29th, which is my birthday. You can play around with it. The Course of Sommeliers gives you up to July. If you sign up in January, give you up to July. You can sign up for it. This is my personal wanting, but I want to complete this in March, right? From the date I started, this was the 17th of January. Till then, that was 10 weeks, right? So that being said, I've already outlined the main goal. I've already outlined the steps to get to that main goal, and I've already put a milestone and a target date for that, right? So then from there, I break down my action verbs. Okay, fucking bet. All right, we got 10 days, we got 10 weeks, that's 70 days. How many days? What do we got to do? Let's play around with numbers. This is when I start playing around with numbers. What action verbs do I got to do each week to break that shit down and complete all these pages, right? So you'll see right over here, I've created 3 options, right? So let's just say I want to study 3 times per week. That's 8 pages per day. So for it, I keep on going on. If I do, what I did was I divided was the number of pages with the weeks, and then because you want to know how many pages you got to do per week, and then that's 25 pages right over there per week, and then 25 pages per week. I divided how many days, so let's just do 25 days divided by 3 days per week, and then that's 8 pages per day I got to read, and so forth and so on. So 25 pages per week divided by 4 days of studying equals 6.5 pages of per day that I have to study on those 4 days, and I think you get the gist, right? So that being said, I broke that down and got that detail. One day. And then from there, we'll just go into setting those options. Okay, we'll set those options. We'll play around with them. We've been playing around with them. You got to understand, you got to be flexible in life. Be flexible in life, because at the end of the day, life throws things at you. So this isn't like a concrete thing, but you could always play around with it. So option A, I'll study Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are my days of work. So I like to do a little bit of work before I go to my main job. So I'll play around with that. You know, that'll be 1 week. Another week I'll play around with another week I'll just put 4 days on days that I don't work, because I have more time to actually distill the information. So that's how I do it. So the last thing I want to show you guys is this right over here. I like to keep a visual reminder of my calendar of what week it is at the moment, so I can keep track of where I'm supposed to be, right? So I'm on week 5 right now, right? I know each week I have to complete 25 pages, so by this point I'm supposed to be on 100 pages, right? 125 pages. This week I'm supposed to have been, when I do my weekly review on the 25th, on Sunday the 25th, I'm supposed to up to page 125. That's how I know I'm on track. So you know, that's how I'm doing my wine studies, okay? And so that's the system, right? That's the system that I've created. And then for studying, you know, I've been trying to do 25 pages per week. At this moment right now, I'm on week 5. I'm supposed to be completing week 5, but my status is like week 3 right now. I'm on week 3 right now. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I'm on last week. So yeah, I'm on week 3, entering week 4. So that's how I'm keeping track of my progress. That's how I'm keeping track of my wine studies. And another thing I wanted to show you guys, because it's so textbook, I like visuals. What I like to do is have 2 main resources with these wine studies, right? These main resources are fucking clutch, all right? They help you not only for a visual aspect, but they also help you narrow down more details of a specific region, sub-region, commune, whatever area. It just enhances the information. It's more enriching versus the Course of Sommeliers. They just give you an overview, because it is only the intro to sommelier, so they just want you to know the basics. But me, I'm already preparing for like my certified exam, so I'm like going in. So that being said, the books that are on is the World Atlas of Wine. What I'll do here is, for instance, I'll show you, I was studying Bordeaux earlier today. So Beaujolais, one of my favorite areas. But I was studying Bordeaux. So if I'm studying Bordeaux, you know, I'll just have my main content that I'm reading, my Course of Sommelier book, and then I'll just finish the readings from the Course of Sommelier, and then read a little bit over here, and then just go into these subregions and just gather a little bit more information here, place those notes into my Course of Sommelier's note taking, so I just know more context, and then that's the more enriching information of regions. This bad boy right over here is fucking even more clutch. So this is the Oxford Companion to Wine. This one right over here has everything. So right now, when I first started the Intro to Sommelier, I was talking about topography and aspects, right? So I wanted to do a little bit more deeper dive into exactly what that means, right? So what the fuck is topography and aspects, which is like generally terroir. So I'll go over here and I'll do more sub notes on just that. So for instance, topography, what is that? Okay, topography is essentially different describing the land features, the surface land features. So for instance, valleys, what else? Elevation, proximity to water, so many things. So essentially to water. So yeah, that's how I kind of go through my wine studies. This is what's been helping me out right now. It's pretty clutch. It's helping me. I'm gonna give you guys an update probably every 2 weeks. This is a long form video, so probably every month or maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. I haven't put numbers, but you could definitely check out my weekly progress on the project. But that being said, that's how I'm doing things. This is what's helping me out. Let me know if there's some more details you want to know. For instance, you want to know how I study, like what type of study techniques that I use, or memorization skills that I use, whatever that comes up, or maybe some questions, feedback, maybe how this helped you. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, I'm out. Hey, all right, bet. So that was the wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Motherfucking mad love. Deuces.